Girl, I love me to see you, okay? Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today is going to be a quick video. I'm gonna try to keep this video between like 10 and 15 minutes. This is going to be a video where I talk to you about my Sephora favorites. So the Sephora sale is currently going on. It started yesterday, October 31st, and it goes until November 10th. So if you have not gotten a chance to shop yet, don't worry about that. You have plenty of time. You may want to go shop earlier than later though, because some of your faves, or at least some of my faves that you may want to try, may be sold out. So get there as soon as you can, but you will have until the 10th to do your shopping. So I have a lot of items from Sephora, but I'm not going to show y'all everything because I just don't love everything that I buy from there. I'm going to show y'all some of the products that I just love a lot and have repurchased up until this point or would repurchase. So for skincare, I don't really have that much. I'm still trying to figure out my lane when it comes to like, I guess, luxury skincare products. I don't know, y'all, but this is some of the stuff that I use from Sephora as far as skincare goes that I really like. This one I actually bought a new one today because I was waiting for it to sale, y'all. This is pricey, okay? It's going to be this Dr. Dennis Gross 2% BHA breakout solution. Now, it does say if you have acne, including breakouts, clogged pores, and uneven tone and texture. No, I don't really have acne. I don't have acne at all, okay? And it says clogged pores. I don't have that either. However, this is comparable to the Paula's Choice 2% BHA solution. The only reason, I'm not going to say the only reason, but one of the reasons I prefer to get this is because this one is $2 more than a Paula's Choice one, but instead of 4 ounces that the Paula's Choice one is, this one is 5 ounce. So you get 1 whole fluid ounce more for only $2. So I like this one. I also started buying this one because I like the Dennis Gross pads. I will probably insert a picture of those. I don't have them in front of me, but I love those as well. Those are also pricey, but y'all, if you have not used anything from this line, his stuff is so good. Like, I know I have on makeup right now, but my skin under the makeup is it's pretty good, okay? I don't really have that many like skin issues, but the texture of your skin when you start using this, like using it daily, or I should say using it daily but using it at nighttime, you don't want to use this in the daytime because putting this chemical on your face and then going out in the sun, all bad. Anyway, using this like every day for the first like week or two, you will see a noticeable difference in your skin. So this is something that I have repurchased and I will repurchase again after that. All right, next for moisturizer, this is what I use to moisturize my face at nighttime. Can you use this in the daytime? Yes, okay, yes, you can. So this is the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. I love this. This is my second or third one of these. And then I also have this travel size one. This came from like a Sephora, my birthday gift for this year, I think. But I use this little one when I travel, and then this one obviously stays at home. Now, I do want to point something out because I want to be honest with y'all. I got a fill-in for this, and if you can tell, the fill-in is actually darker than the packaging. I grabbed the wrong one, but I actually prefer this one more because it's a thicker, like, I don't want to dig my finger in it because my hands are not clean. But this one is a thicker consistency. And so if you are like me, I have like normal to dry skin, and my skin has never been dry, but I think it's because I'm in Chicago now and the weather is like getting dry and cold. My skin has like been super duper dry. So if you have like combination skin or just dry skin, really if you have oily skin and you just need a good moisturizer, I recommend this one. Obviously this is pricey too. I want to say it's like $38, but that's why I wait until it's on sale. Okay. The last time I bought this, or when I bought the refill, I should say, it was because they had 20% off on moisturizers. Okay. So do what you will with that information. Last but not least is actually going to be two products from the same line. The Pharmacy. This is a good brand. Okay. Pharmacy, I had their makeup cleansing balm from Sephora last year, ran through that. Okay. However, there are drugstore brands that do the same thing, so I did not repurchase it. However, if you want to purchase that, it's really, really good. Okay. But this is the Honey Milk Hydrating Essence with chamomile and ceramides. Now, this is just like a serum that you would use before putting on moisturizer. So what I've been doing is putting this on in the mornings after I wash my face. I will use this to add some hydration to my face, and then I will put my SPF on top of it. And it's just, it doesn't do anything like, I'm not going to say that your skin is going to look completely different after using this for a week, but I just feel like with my skin being so dry lately, this has been helping with the moisture, just to have like a moisturizing agent, I guess you would call it, to put on your skin before like an actual like thick cream moisturizer. So I really like this. I actually bought this on sale too. Girl, I love me a good sale, okay? But anyway, yes, the Honey Milk Hydrating Essence from Pharmacy. And then I also have this Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Now, I'm putting this in the video because obviously these two go together. I really, really like this. If I did not have this Laneige water bank, I think that I would have just gone ahead and bought a full size of this. I like that it's not like heavily scented, even though I don't really have an issue with like scented stuff because I don't have sensitive skin. But these two together, phenomenal. You know what, girl? I might go and buy like a small one of these so I can use both of these under my makeup. But I don't know. We'll get back to that, okay? So that is it for skin. Next, we are going to go into the face and the makeup products. I'm about to show y'all my favorite primers. I don't want to hear no back talk, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You see that copper color? All Denesamyrics. This, I'm not saying that there are not more good primers. However, for me and my skin and what it's been doing lately, Denesamyrics got it covered. Y'all gonna see a lot of her in this video because I love her so bad, okay? So this one is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. Now this is in the shade Fresh Pressed. I actually didn't order this one. I ordered the middle, it's not a shade, not Juice Boost, but the one in the middle that's kind of like that orangey color. I ordered that one. They sent me this. I just kept it because it's not that big of a deal. Any skin tone can wear any shade. So this is a hydrating and priming face serum. I love this. Like I said, my skin has been super dry. So when I put on that Pharmacy serum that I just showed y'all, let that dry down. And then my moisturizer. And then I use this in my dry areas, which is like my forehead and like in between my brows and everything. Phenomenal. Okay, I don't have much else to say. Everything from Denesamyrics is amazing. Okay, next is the Universal Blurring Balm. Now, it's no color to this. I like using this like around like my T-zone, kind of. But I will go ahead and use this for days where I don't want to be oily, but I'm also not going to be outside for long. So I actually used this today. The only reason that I did my makeup was because I went to Sephora and I needed to film this video. But if I was going outside and I needed my makeup to last from sun up to sundown, this water powder serum is like crazy, okay? It works so well. Like if you have not tried this, you need to try this, okay? I don't think that this comes in more than one size, unfortunately, but this is the time to get it, okay? This sucks up oil so good. Like, my face does not get oily. Mainly because I use this and a bunch of other Danessa Myricks products, but I'm telling y'all, like, if you get oily anywhere on your face, this is what you need to try, okay? So that is all I have for primers. I do use other primers, kinda, but I've just been sticking with those because I know that they work and they work well together, obviously, because they're from the same line. So primers, that's all I got for y'all, okay? You can ask me about another primer if you want to know if I've tried it or my thoughts on it in the comments, but those are the ones that I recommend that are worth the money. Again, they are pricey. I think all of them, like the full size, are like 30 something dollars. It's gonna be the best $30-$40 you ever spend, okay? Especially if you have oily skin. So try those and let me know what y'all think. Now we're going to talk about complexion, and this is going to be a fun one because I have like 6 different things sitting in front of me. But we're going to breeze through these, okay? We're going to breeze through them. So I might as well get it out the way, okay? Danessa Myricks again. Her stuff is so good. Like, if you have never tried Danessa Myricks, no matter what color you are, girl, you missing out. Especially if you are a brown skin girl, though. If you are brown, light skin, dark skin, whatever, all her stuff is good. Literally all her stuff is phenomenal, okay? So first, I have the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powders. Now, the difference between these and the primer one that I showed you is that that did not have any color to it. These are the full size ones, and these are actually tinted. So you can use these, the tinted ones, as primers and then put like liquid foundation on top. Me, because I don't really have a lot of blemishes, I wear them as foundations because I feel like this plus a liquid foundation on top is just going to be too much for me. I really am not a foundation girl. I will wear foundation, but I don't like a lot on my face because I just don't feel like I need it. That's me and what works for my skin, okay? Now, this is shade 8.5. This is showing up a little bit. Maybe that is about true to color. It looks about right. It might be a little bit darker in person. Now, you might be thinking like, that's too light for you. It's actually not. So when my neck and my chest is lighter than my face. So when I put this on, it looks like maybe a half a shade too light. But once I blend it in and I actually put like some contour or bronzer back on the perimeter of my face, it's fine. So I actually prefer this color. I do wish it was like a little bit less like olive almost. That's 8.5. And then I also have 9. Now 9 is like my true shade. And this is the color that I wore over the summer because obviously I was a little tan. I wasn't able to get away with that 8.5. It was way too light. But I go in with either one of these, and sometimes I even mix them because I don't want either one to go to waste. But yes, Danessa Myricks. And then last but not least from her is the Yummy Skin Tint. I love a skin tint. I prefer skin tints because they act as a foundation for me because I don't have a lot of blemishes. So they give me like an even base without too much coverage. So this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint in the shade 13. I honestly feel like I was about to say I could probably get away with wearing 12 or 14 too, but I'm not going to go that far. 13 is the shade that I use. And then this one, I will say I don't wear it as much because it gives you a little bit more of like a dewy finish. So I do feel like I have to set it with more powder than my other skin tints. But if you are someone who likes like a beautiful, dewy, like glowy kind of finish, and you don't mind that coming through, you will love this. I still love it. I just probably won't be wearing a lot of it this winter or fall. But like come the summer months and you're like traveling and taking pictures and in a different country and da 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 da. You just kind of want to look like radiant and glowy. Get this. Staying in the family of skin tints, Milk Hydro Grip. I have been wearing this out, okay? Like I said, skin tints are my favorite. This one is good. This one is actually like really in between a skin tint and a foundation, which is probably why I like it so much. But I have this in the shade 12. Love it. I really don't have any notes on this. This is probably my favorite complexion product, to be honest with you. Like if I had to pick anything to wear as like a base, it would probably be this, because you can do more than one layer if you wanted to make it like a fuller coverage. But the teens, I don't have that much to say about that. I love her. Okay. My girl. Nobody talks about this, or at least like people don't talk about this as much as I would like them to. The LYS foundation stick. Now, ooh, if I had to choose, I would probably do a skin tint, a foundation stick, and then like liquid foundation as like my favorite to least favorite. This girl is so good. I love a foundation stick. But anyway, this is the color DG7, which is deep golden. That is my undertone. Deep golden or deep neutral. Deep golden fits me better. But this is DG7. I'm going to use this in like maybe my next video so I can show y'all how it looks on the skin. Phenomenal. Okay? No notes on this. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like it looks just like skin when you put it on. I don't have anything else to say. Wonderful. Okay. Last but not least is going to be liquid foundation. Now, if I had to recommend any liquid foundation to y'all, it would be this. Okay. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have two bottles because they are both like, they're both like my color, but they have different undertones. One is warm and one is cool. Yeah. I have, I see getting up there. I gotta, it's the lights. I can see it's the lights. I have four. I can never tell if this is 450 or 460. I think this is 460. Medium deep warm is this one. And then I have 470 medium deep cool. So they're different undertones. I can get away with wearing both of them. I can either mix them together if I want to. It really doesn't matter. This, another one I don't really have notes for. It has like a natural finish, in my opinion. It's not too matte. I stay away from matte stuff these days because it can make you look really just dried out, and I don't want that. Let me speak for myself. I don't want to look super duper matte. So Haus Labs foundation, again, get this on sale if you want to try it, because I think this is like $49 and I have two bottles. So that tells you everything that you need to know about this foundation. I wish that I could give y'all a review on the NARS foundation because everybody seems to love those, but I've never tried those, y'all. And I looked at them today in the store, but I'm like, I really am not like a liquid foundation girl, so I just didn't buy it because I didn't feel the need. But anyway, that is all of the complexion products. Next, we are going to do, what should we do? Let's do blushes. Should we do blushes? Let's do blushes. Let's do blushes next, y'all. Before we get into blushes, I realized that I don't have like any high-end bronzers, like cream or powder. So how about y'all recommend some to me that y'all like? Now, I do not want anything cream or powder that is too red. I don't like a red blush, so please don't get in the comments talking about Mocha Mommy. No shade, but I don't want that, okay? I like my bronzer to look how it looks on camera. Very like kind of neutral, if anything. I don't want it to look too red. So y'all let me know what y'all like for bronzers, and maybe I'll go try it, but please hurry up so I can buy it while it's on sale. Okay? Now, let's get into blushes. So I'm going to do powder and cream blushes all at the same time just to get it over with. Of course, Of course. Of course. Of course. Okay. These are the Danessa Myrick Yummy Skin blushes. I mean, all of her stuff is good. This one is It Girl. So this is kind of like a bubblegum pink. Really, really pretty. That is more of a cool tone. It does not have a white base. Danessa don't play like that. Okay. So if you are a black girl, my color, darker, lighter, it's not going to show up looking ghostly on you. It's a really, really pretty like bubblegum pink. And then staying in the pink family, I also have Prima Donna. This one is really pretty. Okay. It's picking up a little bit more like orange corally on the camera. It's not. It is like a true like just a true like not magenta, but like a true pink. A true pink. True, what do you call that? Magenta? That's not magenta. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's magenta. Anywho, moving on to the next color. This is Golden Hour. This is a really, really pretty like orange color. They also have another orange one. I think that one is in the shade Jubilee, and it's like a shade lighter than this, but it's still a really, really pretty orange. So I recommend that one too. And then last but not least, I have a travel size in Rose and Brunch. This is kind of like a muted pinky coral kind of color. I like using this one when I do like I did a smoky eye last week, and I used this for blush because I didn't want to overpower the eyeshadow look that I did. Chef's kiss. Okay. You can also buy the travel kit that she has now. It has, I want to say it has all 4 of these in there. Or instead of Golden Hour, it has spiced latte. That's what it is. And then in the middle, it has a universal. So all of them are going to be this size. And then it has a universal one in there for priming. So that's $45. And if you get it while it's on sale, 20% off, you can get $9 off of that. So go get that. For powder blushes, I don't have any, and I know I have one that I haven't used yet, which is kind of weird to recommend something that I haven't used yet, but listen, I know it's fire. What is that girl name? Rare Beauty blushes. I have samples in this bin that I'm looking at. Rare Beauty blushes, you're not gonna go wrong with them. Okay, so go in the store and find out what shade you like and get it. I don't have any in front of me, but the liquid blushes and the powder blushes, fire. Okay, go try those. But also, I am going to recommend these Tower 28 blushes. Now these are the ones in collab with Tony Bravo. This one is Sunset Shirley. This one goes really nice with Prima Donna from Danessa Myrick. And then this one is Downtown Daiquiri. This one goes really nice with Golden Hour that I just showed you. Phenomenal. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. These were a collab, so I don't know if they still have them, but if they do, go get those. Phenomenal. I actually have this one on today, and I got so many compliments on my makeup when I was at Sephora. So last but not least, Haus Labs Watermelon Bliss. This fire. I will say this. Let me compare these two. They're not the exact same thing, but I think that they look a lot more similar in person than they are picking up on camera. So I feel like you don't need both of these. Like if you already have Watermelon Bliss, you may not need this one, but if you have neither one, pick up one of them. I think this one is more affordable, but these are very similar in color, but they're both like really beautiful. So that is it for blushes. Next, let's do concealer. Let's do concealer. For concealers, I am going to try to breeze through this because I already feel like this video is going to be way longer than 10 minutes. I know it is. But anyway, my favorite concealer. Some people don't like this concealer, and I feel like, I'm a little salty about it. You know, even though I know that everything doesn't work for everybody, but it's kind of like, I think y'all be praying for my sister downfall. I don't like that. But anyway, Hourglass concealers. Okay, I have 3 different shades. This is Maple. They name them and they also have numbers, and I think Maple is 8.5. I'm not sure, but I will have it listed for y'all. So Maple, and then this one is Mocha. This is more like my skin tone. I put this on to conceal the dark circles under my eyes. And then this one is Dune. I really don't know what I was thinking when I bought this one. This is damn near white, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna figure out a way to use it, okay? I'm probably gonna start using this one for eyeshadow base. I think that these are really good for however you want to use them, but they're also really good if you want to use them on your eyelid as a base before you do eyeshadow. And then also I have a backup. So that I have 4 of these, and they're expensive. Okay? So if you're gonna try it, get them while they're on sale. Next, another fave of mine. This is ridiculous, but this is how y'all know y'all can trust me, okay? I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of, so I've been through a couple things, so I know. Okay, I have these 4, and then I have this travel size. Okay, this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Now, again, some people love these, some people don't like them because they dry quick. I don't know. As somebody who has dark circles underneath their eyes, I need something with a lot of coverage, and I just feel like this concealer gives me that. So that's why I like them. I have them in multiple colors. So I have them in butterscotch. I don't know if y'all are going to get the true color payoff, but show you anyway. This one is chestnut. This one is maple. This is like my favorite one to use up underneath my eyes. It is described as being neutral, but I also think it's like golden too, which is why I like it, because it goes with the golden undertones in my skin. And then this one is caramel. You can't go wrong with these unless you just don't really like full coverage concealers. But hey, I mean, I love them. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. Danessa Myricks Yummy Lift and Flex Concealers. I literally just bought these probably like 2 weeks ago, and since I've used them twice. Now, it took me so long to get them because of the coverage. I didn't think the coverage was going to be enough for me personally. However, if you put on 2 layers of this, you would never even know that I had dark circles underneath my eyes after using these. So I have shades 13 and 12. I kind of wish that I would have bought 14 and 12. 14 to conceal and then 12 to highlight, but I make these work. So I use this one first and then use this one on top to brighten. Phenomenal. Like, because it's built-in skincare in these. I don't know what Danessa be doing in the lab, but she's doing something right. Anywho, and then last but not least, kind of last, the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer is really good. However, 2 things. I don't really like the undertones in these, which I only have 2, but I really don't wear them like that. But the formula is really, really good. So if you can find a good shade and undertone that goes with your skin, I do actually recommend these. I really don't know if I even should have put these in the video, because I do feel like Anastasia been playing on our top. She has. With the last few launches, them shade ranges. Exactly. So next we're going to go into powders. I'm going to do loose powders and pressed powders at the same time because we got somewhere to be. My tried and true. Now I know this is going to look ridiculous, but don't judge me, okay? One size. Like, also one size has the holiday kits where you can get 2 of like this mini travel size for $25. Obviously, if you are a VIB Rouge, you can get 20% off. I feel like if you're a VIB Rouge, you probably done already tried this. Let me be honest with you, okay? If you are not a Rouge, you can still get 10% off, which I think that $250 off $25 for 2 of these, I still think it's worth it. I think that you should try these. Now, Is this my favoriteest setting powder? No. Is it really good? Yes. I have another brand that I prefer for loose setting powder that I'm not going to show in this video because I feel like with the things in the media that have recently happened, I feel like as Black women, they are playing with us, okay? And there's one brand in particular that I have not included in this video that also makes my favorite setting powder, and I'm so angry and so disappointed, but I'm just not going to talk about that brand right now. Very disappointed in them right now. Very disappointed in the fact that it took, you know, Uche and Painted by Esther. I'm really upset that it took for them to like speak out and say something for this brand to be like, oh yeah, now we'll do something about it, you know? But I don't want to get into the politics of that. But if you know, you know, I will say that. However, One Size is always a good go-to when it comes to high-end setting powder for the skin or the under eyes. Speaking of One Size, the Turn Up the Base foundation powder is what I have been using for my face. Actually, I need that now. I need to set this. You know what? I am using Dark 4 Golden as well, but I honestly feel like, oh no, that looks fine. I used this to like set my face the other day and I felt like it made my makeup look like so dark. But no, this is my shade. Yeah, T. Anywho, love this. I don't have anything else to say. All pressed powders are not created equal. So I'm not gonna lie and tell you that. The ones from the drugstore, a specific brand that I'm thinking about that I'm looking at, I'm not gonna mention it because this is all about Sephora. However, this is good. This is one that I think that you should spend your money on if you want to try like a high-end pressed powder. I love her. The only thing I would say is that I like to take my compacts outside, but this one would probably get like just a little bit messy because there's no thing for like the sponge, which I mean I could get over, but if it had that, a compact where I can lift up the top and put a sponge in the bottom, or it came with a sponge, that would be perfect. But again, love this. Okay, then last but not least, this expensive ass powder is my favorite to set my under eye. So I like to set my under eye first with a pressed powder. That's something that I've been doing for the past like 1 or 2 years. I think it works better because I have creases underneath my eyes. See tubes. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. Girl, it's all scratched off, so I don't know. And you see that I've already hit pan. Okay, now I did not buy a new one of these today because I have the off-brand one. I'm gonna see if that works. But I might go buy me one because I usually buy me one every sale. This is shade 3. This is the shade that I use to set my under eye. And then after that, I'll go in with one of these One Size powders on top. I'm showing you Marigold. I actually don't really use this one. I either use one of the peach shades or the pink shades on top of that. But this has been a staple in my makeup routine for at least the past 2 years. It's pricey, girl. It's pricey. She costs a lot of money, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay? So I do recommend that. Of course, after you've done all of your makeup, you have to set your face. So I only have 2 options from Sephora. One is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This one is like a wetter option, so when you spray it on your face, it is going to kind of like wet your face basically and melt the powder all into one, so it looks really good and not like cakey and dry. And then obviously the One Size setting spray on Till Dawn is my favorite when it comes to fixing your makeup. Now, it does say setting, mattifying, waterproof setting spray on here, but this is like a wetter option when it comes to setting sprays. And then this is kind of like more, it comes out like, you know, aerosol, kind of like hairspray. And then it's just going to like fix and hold your makeup throughout the duration of the day. So you don't necessarily have to buy these brands, but I think that they work really well together because, like I said, again, this one is going to melt you. This one is going to lock everything in. So these two with each other, phenomenal. So I'm going to do lips next, and then probably a couple of random items that I forgot to mention, and then we'll wrap up the video. Let's get straight into lips. I will try to make this quick, but lips, besides concealer, is like one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. So first, I'm gonna go in and say the Sephora lip creams. I have the shades 32, and then this is 72, and then this bubblegum pink is 67. I also have this from Sephora last year. This is shade 13. It's called Marvelous Mauve. Okay, so these are really good. I like to put on lip liner and then put these on if I need like my lip color to last throughout the day, and I know that I might not have like a lot of chances to reapply. Put this on and then put a gloss on top of it. Chef's kiss. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go in and say really anything Fenty, girl, especially the glosses. Okay, so these are all of the glosses that I have. Now this is Fenty Glow. I've been through like probably 6 of these. Okay, this is Mauve Wives. It's kind of like a muted, it's a mauve, it's a muted like purple color. And then this is Hot Chocolate Heat. The only reason I got the heat was because they were so out of the regular ones. Y'all, this mess is hot. Okay, I use this as a gloss over top of my lip liner. It's very hot if you have not tried these. So if you don't like plumping products, don't get it. Get the regular one. But anything Fenty is great. And then I also have this gloss bomb stick in Fenty Glow. This is actually what I have on my lips right now. It needs to be reapplied, but for the sake of this video, I'm just not going to. But these are really good. Before today, I haven't used this in months, to be honest with you. But I actually just bought me a new one. So I bought me, is it Fussy? And this is more like a pinkier tone. So now I have this one, and then I have this one that is kind of like pink. It's kind of like a rosy shade. So I'm excited to use that one. And it also comes in, this shade comes in a holiday pack, box, whatever. They had no more left in store and is only sold in store. So I just got it as a single. But if you can find the holiday package, I suggest you get that because it comes with other stuff for like a few more dollars. Next, these Sephora glosses are slept on. Like, nobody talks about these. I'm actually missing my nude one in shade 100. That is my favorite one. However, these are so good. This clear gloss, well, the gloss that used to be clear, phenomenal. Phenomenal. All of these are good though. So Sephora collection glosses, get you some, okay? And then for lip liners, I am going to say Molasses. This is the Sephora collection lip liner. I have an open one, but I don't know where it is, y'all, and I don't want to open this. But this is a little bit cooler than Chestnut from MAC. So I like this, and obviously it costs a little bit less. And you can get it 30% off. So I recommend that you try this if you are a dark skinned girl, especially my color or darker. Definitely try this. And also my favorite lip liner of probably all time. I have 4 of these. I have 4 of these, and then I have one that's currently open. I don't know where it is. Probably in one of my purses. But this is One Size lip liner in the shade Coin Collector. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I just, it works for me because I am dark skinned. but my lips are very dark, so I have to do a lot more than everybody else does. Like, even I feel like when I mute out my lips, I still need like a darker lip liner for my lip combo to like stand out. So today I did not use coin collector. I didn't use coin collector today, but any other day I would have used it. It's probably because it's not in front of me. I don't know where it is. But coin collector, that is my favorite lip liner of like all time. Highly recommend that. I ended up getting those on sale for like $7. So I was like, let me buy 4. So now I have 5 or 4.5. Okay. And then some other just random items that kind of didn't fit into a category is the Sephora eye kohl. I put black in my waterline every day. It does not matter where I'm going, what kind of makeup look I'm doing. I need this in my waterline. Okay, so it's literally just like a black pencil, but it goes on so smooth, and you get like a lot. You see how long this pencil is? And I've had this for quite some time now. This is in the shade Intense Black. It's nothing special to it, but I like it, and you can get the Sephora brand item 30% off, so why not try this? Let's see what else we got. Oh, this Sephora black ink fine line felt liner. I don't know about y'all, but I prefer a felt tip liner over any other liner because it turns matte when it dries. So you can see it kind of here. Mine might be going up. No, it's not really. No, it's not going up. I like this. Again, nothing super special about it, but it's 30% off. I like it and I will repurchase it. So I'm telling y'all. Then we also have Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. I have not worn a different brand of mascara in like 2 or 3 years. This one just makes me look like I have eyelashes that I actually don't. So Rihanna gets my coin when it comes to this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Honestly, again, is I can't say it's like, I can't explain to you why it's better than all of the other mascaras that I have used, but I know that it makes me look like I have lashes, and I really don't, girl. I have on falsies, but the bottom lashes be struggling, okay? Love this. I love the big one, and I also have the small one. I don't play when it comes to my girl, okay? And then another thing that I wanted to talk about is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix pastels. So this is in the shade Sundays, and I'll open it for y'all. I actually bought this today, but I do have one of these. It's in the bucket that I'm looking at, but I don't know where, so I'm not about to dig through it. But I can recommend it because I've used it before. It's really good, and the good thing about these is that you can use them for anything. So I am going to use this for an eye look very soon. I'm probably going to do like a full face of Danessa Myricks, and then I'll use this. But you can also use this on your lip if you wanted to. I am probably just going to use it as an eyeshadow base, but these are phenomenal, especially if you're somebody who is like a makeup artist, or you just like to do your makeup and you want something colorful, or you want the pigment to stand out. Get you some of those. And then there was one more thing that I wanted to show y'all. No, 2 more things, okay? For brows, I have been using this. I probably should have got another one today, but I already have like 2 backups of the other brow pencil that I use. That's like from the drugstore. So I didn't get another one, but this is really good. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4. I honestly feel like this is like the perfect shade, but I could stand to go down one because sometimes when I draw them on a little too hard, they be a little dark. But this is from Benefit Cosmetics, and I really like this pencil. I'm surprised I'm just now trying it, but this is really good as well if you need a brow recommendation. And then last but not least, no, not last but not least, because I forgot something. Ooh, Chile. Okay. 2 more things from Danessa Myricks, and then I'm done. I promise y'all, okay? This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Lowlighter. Now, a lowlighter means that it's not going to show up as like in your face as a highlighter, okay? This low lighter, really any of the shades, but this low lighter in Unbothered, it looks like that. It's kind of like this champagne-y pink color. If you are a girl that likes like some, just like some highlighter, but you don't want it to look like 2016 highlighter, like, you see how you really can't even see it, but you can. It just that's why it's called low lighter, because it's supposed to give like a sparkle, but it's not as like bright and in your face as a highlighter. I recommend these two if you are a girl that just wants like a little razzle dazzle on your face. She does have two other colors. One is like a true gold, and then I think another one is maybe on like the more copper side, but check into those if you are interested. This one is a pink shade. I got this because all I wear these days is pink on my cheek, but that's that. Last but not least, y'all, I'm done because my back is actually starting to hurt. How could I forget this? Okay, now I showed y'all 2 setting sprays earlier. I'm be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. You could literally get away with just getting this, and it does the job of those 2 put together, in my opinion, because this is a wet setting spray, and so it's going to melt your makeup, but also, you hear that? It has a ball in it because this actually has powder in it, like a powder technology that sets your makeup when you spray it. So I actually did go through like a learning curve when I first used it because I sprayed too much. But if you shake it up very, very well, don't spray it close to your face, but you know, give yourself some distance and spray it maybe 4 to 5 times. And then what you do is, instead of taking your powder puff like this, like you would for your under eyes, you take it in the opposite way, like this, and you just dab the setting spray in like this on top of using her primers. You can use any primers, but if you use her primers, then that's the Myricks primers with this setting spray, chef's kiss. Okay, so that is the end of my list, finally. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and took something away from it. Hopefully you already have some of the products that I used or recommended, or you go to the store and try some of them. Honestly, if you don't, I wouldn't even be mad at you for not going to buy nothing, okay? You can see this year from the stuff that I showed y'all, I only bought 3 products, and those are products that I kind of needed, as far as the Dr. Dennis stuff. The Dennis and Myricks Color Fix, I ain't really need that, but that's my girl, as you can see from this video, okay? So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Everything that I show in the video will be down in the description box. And also, your girl just got approved yesterday for her Sephora storefront. So everything in this video I will have links to, and I'm super excited about that. And I'm sorry that I kept y'all for so long, because I said in the beginning that this video was going to be 10 to 15 minutes. I feel like it's going to be like 35. I'm going to try to cut it down as best as I can, y'all, okay? Thank you for coming and spending some time with me, seeing what Sephora items are my favorites, which ones I will repurchase. And I hope that y'all decide to buy yourself something nice. You don't need to go splurge, girl. But if that's what you want to do, hey, treat yourself, okay? Again, I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Again, if you have any comments, leave them down below. And I hope that you decide to subscribe. And until next time, I will see you later.